welcome back to the Beauty and Brains podcast. I am your host, Dr. Zuri Dale. And the Beauty and Brains podcast is where we explore the intersection of beauty, wellness, and science. I am here today with my good friend Ashley, crowned by Ashley H, who is going to be talking to me about a topic that I need some help with. This is all about soft life, soft life, soft life. And this episode is going to explore how business women and mothers can embrace softness, balance, and intentional living without guilt while still trying to thrive in entrepreneurship and family life. So, Ashley, before we start and get into the questions, tell me a little bit about yourself, your business. What do you do? Let the audience know. So, people are watching, people are listening. Let them know what you do.
So I am Houston, born and raised. I'm a mother of.
What side of town are you from?
I'm from Houston. Okay, and I tell people this all the time. I am from Houston. I come from humble beginnings. I had a mother who, we didn't have the most stable situation, so we moved a lot. So I went to 5 different elementary schools.
Okay.
I went to 2 middle schools.
Okay.
So I'm from Houston.
Just from Houston.
Yeah.
From Houston. Okay. Okay. So tell them a little bit about what you do.
So I have a hair salon.
Okay.
I cater to women. It's part of self-care. I love what I do. I make women feel beautiful.
Okay.
I call myself a hairpist
Because,
because,
oh, that's so cute.
I'm helping them through their day-to-day, family, life, everything.
What would you say your specialty is? What's your specialty?
So I specialize in lace wigs.
Okay.
It's called hair replacement.
Okay.
The term now is just lace wig. It's trendy, but it was basically used for hair replacement.
Okay, y'all. So Ashley has been like so modest right now. I don't know why she's being so modest. So she has owned a salon like for quite a number of years, right? So I remember when you were on the north side, you had your salon and then you moved. She's been in the Galleria. And then your most recent salon, what side of town? Was that the Heights?
Yes.
Most recent salon was the Heights. And I know you're transitioning into another concept. And we're going to talk about that because I think it ties a lot into our conversation today.
It does.
Okay. So let's talk. I want to first talk about this phrase, girl, like soft life. Like everybody is talking about the soft life and how to achieve the soft life. I really want the soft life. I feel like my life is a hard life. Now it's feeling like a hard knock life, okay? So let's talk about soft life. And why do you think so many women are craving the soft life right now?
Because it feels good. And I don't think that Black women, we've had the freedom to even express that we want a soft life because we've been positioned to be so strong on all 4 fronts. But realistically, soft feels good. It feels peaceful. It's slow mornings.
Okay, yeah, tell us what is soft life. Tell me so I can take some notes. Help me. What is soft? What I need to do to be soft? Come on.
First of all, my grandmother's always told me, jack of all trades, master of none. You'll be running around like a crazy person with chicken with your hair cut off, and you're just all over the place.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like you should hone in on what you're great at.
Okay.
Because if you're doing 10,000 things, you don't have time for yourself.
Okay.
You have to make time for yourself every single day.
Okay, so give us some tips. Like, how do you make time? So I know slow mornings. Like, what are some other like little tidbits that we can do?
So I'm big on self-care.
Okay.
Even before I could afford the luxury of self-care, like the spas and, all those other things, one of my things was my kids have always been on the system.
Okay.
So by 6 p.m., we were winding out for bed, we were showering. 8 p.m., my kids were asleep. It's non-negotiable. It has always been that way.
Okay.
After 8 o'clock, it's all me.
Okay.
I can cut my music on. I can have a glass of wine. I can take a bubble bath. I can just wind down and get myself prepared for the next day.
So before you kind of got into this place, because I think that that's where a lot of us are trying to get, for one, a schedule. Like, I feel like I just do not have a set schedule. Like, I need to, like, the last quarter of the year, I need to focus on the schedule. Like, what is something I'm doing every single day?
For yourself.
For myself.
For yourself.
Yeah, because when I think about what you said, it's like even me trying to work out. Like, I feel like I cannot work out consistently because I don't have a consistent time of day that I'm able to even work out. So that's something that I'm working on. But before you got to this place, have you ever felt like trapped by like hustle culture? What is it that brought you to this place like right now? Like what made you want to embrace this? Was it always like this?
No, hustle culture was a crash and burn. How they say you can pour and pour and pour and nobody's pouring back into your cup. And I found myself with an empty cup and burnt out.
Yeah, you know, for like a lot of us, like being busy and like checking things off of our list is like it just makes you feel so accomplished, right? Like sometimes the busyness makes you feel like you're being more successful. So for a person who has like embraced more of this like slow grind, like what does success look like in that capacity, right? What does it look like for you?
So, and I say when you feel like you need to be busy all the time, and you feel like you need to be accomplishing something all the time, you're overcompensating for something. There's a void somewhere.
Could be. Could be.
So you're overcompensating for something. And so moving forward, you're overcompensating, you're doing this, and you're helping everybody. When you crash out, it's like, what am I really doing all this for? Who am I really doing all this for? And as a mom, it doesn't matter how much money is in my bank account. Money can't show up to an orchestra concert. Money can't hold a grieving child. So it was one of those things that I feel like if you do motherhood successfully in business, that's the most successful thing I could do.
It's motherhood.
It's motherhood.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay. Okay. So motherhood. You actually have a lot to brag on, like when it comes to motherhood. Like I am not.
I do.
Yeah.
I
Because
do.
you see, I see you like no.
I do.
I am not a mother, but I watch you mother all the time. So before we get into this conversation about being like a successful businesswoman and mother, like they have got to know the kind of mother you are. Like I need you to tell them about your kids. And tell them about your daughter, like your son. Like tell them. Let's talk about that because you have like you're successful in business and in motherhood, and I think that they need to know it is possible.
And like I said, we all overcompensate for something, right? I think I overcompensated in motherhood.
Okay.
I came from humble beginnings. I didn't have a super supportive mother. So my job was to be the best mom that I could be to my children. And everything else came second to that.
Okay.
With me being so supportive, I remember me telling my daughter, you know how you get in those moments like you don't appreciate certain things. And I remember my daughter, she said, I'm so sorry if I didn't have a mom like you. I'm so sorry. My mom supports me. My mama loved me. My mama's always here for me. And in those moments, she's able to accomplish so many things. She's was the homecoming queen of her school.
Okay.
She was the volleyball captain of her school. She led the 50 Cent G Unit program into a big win.
Program. Yes.
She did tours for her school when someone wanted to come to the school. Journey was the one who walked them around and told them about each program and different things like that. Figure skating coach. She teaches kids how to figure skate. She has a full ride to University of Texas.
Yeah, congratulations to her. Shout out to Journey. She just started her freshman year.
And
so we got to shout her out.
And she's already leading things and school hasn't even started.
School hasn't even started.
My son, he's a senior now at UT. Same type of person, a leader. He actually helped bring the nukes back to University of Texas.
Okay.
So he's a nuke. And he's going to school to be a dentist. This is his last year.
Yes,
so
congratulations. He graduating soon.
He passed his DAT first time.
Yes.
So we've applied to dental schools, Howard, different. So we're just waiting for the next.
Okay. He'll be working on my smile. Shout out to you. I'm shouting you out now. So when you get rich and famous, you'll be able to work on my smile.
Yes.
So with everything that you are doing with your children and you feeling like maybe that's one of the areas that you've overcompensated, motherhood, do you feel like it has ever caused any areas where you have sacrificed in business?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, how?
So,
and give me some examples.
I'm going to give you I'm a very transparent person. I am the brand.
Okay.
When I have to leave and drive to Austin for a weekend, my business is closed.
Yeah.
When I have to show up for a homecoming or go get fitted for a dress or an occasion, my business is closed. That's less income. That's less everything on the business forefront. But that doesn't compensate for what I may miss on the motherhood forefront. So it's a big sacrifice, and you'll lose things. You'll income go down, life changes.
You just gotta be okay with it.
Yeah, you just have to.
So now that I know you have 3 children, you have a baby boy. Baby
Yes.
boy. I saw him the other day. He is so handsome. So you are not quite an empty nester because you went and started
Over.
over a little bit.
Over.
So, but you do have 2 children who are of college age. So I would imagine like it gets a little bit like easier, right? So you have 2 children who are college age. Are you now thinking about ways to like rebrand, to change? Like, are there things that you're doing with your business now that you would kind of put on the back burner, but now that your children are gone off to college successfully, that you're going to start to do now?
Yes. For one, embrace the soft life heavier because
Oh, you getting even softer. Wait, you
yes, I'm getting even softer.
I thought she was about to say, yeah, I'm about to get on my grind. She's
Oh,
like, no, I'm getting even softer.
because
Okay.
I think we get so caught up in the movement and the hustle and the flow to where if it's structured right from the beginning, I created a lot in chaos.
Okay.
I
Imagine,
excelled
imagine what you can do
in chaos.
Oh wow, that's good.
Imagine what I'm going to be able to accomplish
Yeah,
with clarity,
that's a good one.
with peace.
That's a good one.
Yes, with balance.
That's a good one. If you did everything you did, that's a nugget. I need y'all to
I was married.
stick a pin in that.
I was married
Okay.
my entire life, basically. 20 years of my life went to marriage and relationship. I was a mother. I was running a business. First time business owner. No,
And all the mistakes that come
no
with
mentor.
that. Yeah.
It was just trial and error. So
Yeah.
I'm starting over with a new a plan, a
Okay.
roadmap,
A roadmap.
and balance, peace and balance.
So you are actually making like a lot of waves like in your business. And like I want you to share what you feel comfortable with sharing about your business. But I know like you have this model that you're thinking about and how you are transitioning your business and how you want it to go. I want you to talk a little bit about the luxury that you are trying to create for like women of color in your business.
So when I look at luxury, I look at the places that, how they say, money doesn't change you. It allows you to be the person that you want to be, right?
Okay.
So when I started making more money, I noticed that I wanted to patronize places that treated me well, that had great customer service, beautiful aesthetics, just peaceful places. So I slowly started putting that into my business.
Okay.
And so now it's just like I want to I want people to feel this. Some people don't. They just go back and forth to work. Some of these ladies, they're getting their hair done for the first time in 6 months. Some of these ladies, oh, they're finally getting a date. They finally got the job promotion. And just to kind of be in a place to where the customer service is great. It's private. It feels like a spa like experience. And this is for your hair.
In this right here. Yep. Like more like white glove service. I think more of us really like want that because I think about my business a lot. People always ask me, why do you not take clients until 6 o'clock? And I'm like, well, my clientele, they kind of want to be accommodated,
Yes.
and they go to work. And so this is part of like the white glove service that I'm trying to provide. And I know it
And
looks
it's giving
different.
great
It
customer
looks different.
service.
It's giving great, yeah. And it looks different like for different industries.
And I think in the Black community we're losing focus of customer service, and the stylist is the celebrity, and it's like no, the client is the celebrity,
That's a good one.
and the client is who keeps you in business.
That's a good
Your
one.
job is to keep the client happy.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Girl, we can talk all day about that. About that'll have to be like another conversation. So let's talk about like wellness. So I know we focus a lot, we talk a lot about like self-care. And I think traditionally, like when a woman says, oh, like I'm gonna have a self-care weekend, like we'll go like maybe get our nails done, go get a pedicure. But really, I know that you actually embrace a life that's actually not just about that. You have a life that's about like wellness in its totality and not just about some of those kind of little um physical type of things like nail shop, get our hair done. Like, what are some of the other things that you do? Because I know you and I talk, and you prioritize like your mental health a lot. So let's
Yes.
talk a little bit about that. Because I think in the post-COVID, well, not I think, I know, in the post-COVID like landscape, like the rates of anxiety, like depression, they are like at an all-time high. And I think when you compound that with being a woman, women who take care of families, and being a woman of color, who is not only taking care of their family, but being responsible for not just like their primary family, but the family.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
what are some of the things that you do for your mental health?
So I've learned to say no.
Oh,
No.
and is that a complete? That's a complete sentence, huh?
Yes.
That's a complete
When you say no,
with a period.
you don't need an explanation.
Girl, I'm working on it.
When you say no, it doesn't matter how the other person is going to feel. What is it going to cost me?
That's a good one.
What is it going to cost me?
So we need to ask ourselves, if I say yes,
What is this going to cost
what
me?
is this gonna cost me? Okay, that's good.
That's like somebody
good.
saying, okay, can you take me to the airport tomorrow? You say, yeah, I can take you to the airport. But then all of a sudden, you get caught by a train, you late, now they done missed their flight, it's your fault.
And the thing is that's so funny because a lot of times, like a person asks you to do something, and it's like, yeah, I actually can do. I can, like, I can, but
But is it gonna
what
fit
is it
into-
going to cost me
Is it going to
if
fit into
I
my
do?
schedule?
It's really not about
Will
whether
I
you
have
can.
the time?
Yeah.
Do I have the resources? Do I have the energy?
to do it? Yeah. Yeah.
So no is a big thing for me because I
Okay.
used to be such a people pleaser and I just wanted to make everybody happy around me. And then if everybody's happy, you're not.
Okay.
So learning no has
Okay.
been pivotal. Also, I start my mornings in a gray space. I used to wake up and I'm not a morning person. So I just used
So
to,
you're not a
and I
morning
used to
person
say
now?
I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
And I feel like those are affirmations that you tell yourself every day. But now I wake up in expectations. I'm gonna have a productive day. Today gonna be a good day. I cut my music on as soon as I wake up.
Okay.
So I'm showering, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm praise and worship some days. Some days I'm trapping it out. I love me some Yo Gotti and other GZ, because I come from hustle culture, so this is my music I grew up listening to. But I set the tone for my day.
That used to be the music you was listening to get up and grind, right?
Listen,
That used to
and
be.
I'm still listening to it to get up and grind. It's part of my system, and so I'm preparing my day. And when I leave out my house, the energy I take with me, I plan to keep it for the rest of the day.
Once you drop your son off at school, what do you do with your day? Tell me, what are you doing with the day?
Okay. So some days.
Tell me, what does it look like for you? Because I admire women like you. Like you look so cute today. Like what are you really doing during the day? Because sometimes when I'm at work, and I like go. Sometimes I'm at work. I go on my lunch break, and I remember one day going to Costco. I'm like, what are all y'all doing in Costco? It is during the work day. Yeah. It is packed up in here like it's a Saturday. And I'm like, it is clearly people that are out here not stressed out the way I am. They are at Costco at 1 o'clock in the day. Yes. Ashley, tell me what you do with your day. I want to know. Give me an example. Give me an example of an Ashley.
You want an off day or a work day?
Give me an off day. Because your off days are still during the week, though. I want to know what you do. Okay, tell me what you do. What you doing tomorrow? Tell me what you're doing tomorrow.
So tomorrow I'll take my son to school.
Okay.
Once he's done I take him to school. I get a coffee every morning. That's like one of my addictions.
Are you like one like the matcha girlies? Or we like Starbucks? Where are we going? Walk me through. I need like the visual.
I'm a Starbucks girly.
Okay, you're a Starbucks girly. So okay. What do we order?
So I'm either ordering the caramel frap, the traditional,
okay,
or the espresso with oat milk.
Okay.
And the foam on top.
Okay, that's classy. Oat milk. Let me make a note of that.
with the foam on top or whatever.
Okay, classy.
So after that, I'm gonna head home.
Okay.
I already have on my gym clothes.
Okay. Gym clothes already on.
Yeah, I wake up, I put those on.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm having a soft morning, so my son's clothes is already laid out. His lunch was packed last night.
Because he been asleep since 5 o'clock the previous day.
Yes, basically.
he been asleep.
He's had dinner at 6. Homework is done.
Okay.
Everything is done. So when we have our own morning routine, he knows how to get up, brush his teeth, put his clothes on. He's 5. He gets himself together while I get myself together. Okay. So you're getting dropped off at school. I'm back at home.
Okay.
So I work out at the gym in my house. I work out. Once I'm done working out, I'm a shower. My daughter just left. I've been stressed out. I'm going to the spa tomorrow.
You miss her?
Oh, I miss her so much. When I tell you it's so bittersweet, but like I said, I didn't get to go to college. They're first generation college students. So I remember I used to hear people say the phrase, "Oh, you're living through that child." I think this is one of the best things I can do because hearing her stories, it uplifts me and it lets me know that she's having fun, she's happy, she's confident, and she's doing all the things that I didn't even get to do.
Yeah. Just
And
waiting on her to call back so
and
you can
coming
hear
from
what happened. Girl,
yes,
what happened? What
yes.
happened with such and such?
And how they say you can tell a fruit, you can tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. I'm just like, even if I have my own traumas and some days I may not feel like I'm enough, God is showing me through my fruit that you have done an amazing job and you are everything.
That is so sweet.
So, but
But
back to
we're going to the spa tomorrow
we're going
because
to
you
the
miss
spa.
her. Because
We're
you
gonna
miss
lay
her.
up at the spa till it's time to get my son from school.
So you what time you get out of school?
3 o'clock.
You're gonna be there for oh
One of my
wow.
girlfriends gonna join me. We're probably gonna do lunch at a place that's at the spa.
Somewhere at the
I can't
spa.
tell y'all. Look,
Yeah, don't tell
when
them
it'll
because they
pop
gonna be
up.
trying to meet you there. You
But
can't
we're
tell
gonna do
them.
lunch there and
Okay.
just talk. She's a business friend too, and
Dang. You know why I'm just looking at you like an amazing because on my off day, I'm like in the bed tired. Like off day for me is like getting ready for the next work
and
day.
I used to be like
Yeah,
that.
it's like they're
I
like
used to be
off is
like that.
like I'm off so that I can be ready for tomorrow. Wow.
But I also feel like that's when I once I found my inner peace, and honestly, it was through therapy. It was through losing things. It was through chaos. It made me want to embrace this side of my life. And this side feels so good. I'm not anxious. I'm not worried. And the one thing we plan all these things and we want all these things, but God is not strategic. And you can plan to go left, and he make you take an exit at the next right. So just trusting your process and trusting where you're going, and just sowing your seeds daily. You know, I trust that process, so I don't worry.
I'm gonna ask you. This is actually I wouldn't say this is a personal question. It's personal because it's something that I
No,
want
it's
to know.
fine.
I want to know.
It's fine.
What books are you reading right now?
So
Or what books do you recommend? What books are you reading, or what books do you recommend?
right now I'm reading a book called I can't remember it's called Everything You Take in a Fire or something like that.
Okay.
So and I think it just boils down to um, when life is at its lowest, what are you seeking? What are you looking for? Because we be looking for all this other stuff. And it's kind of like the things that really matter, you're not even, you don't worry about them until they matter,
Until
if
they
that makes
matter.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the books. But my last book I finished was Shut Up and Listen by Tillman Fertitta, and it was just about business.
Oh, okay.
And it
Tillman
was a really
Fertitta.
good book, and it's basically
Shut up
telling
and
you
listen.
that you
Okay, y'all
don't
go
know
get that.
everything, and it
Mm-hmm.
basically piggybacks on customer
That's a good.
service
That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna
and
look that up.
and also honing in on what you know how to do well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a really good read for me.
Okay. So let's take this. I'm gonna circle back a little bit. So historically, you were a stylist like that was behind the chair, right? It hasn't been like that long since you were like behind the chair, behind the chair.
And I'm still behind a
You
chair,
still
but
behind the chair
kind
to
of
some
part
degree.
time.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah,
part time. Oh, girl, part time. Oh, part time. See, y'all, there's hope to be part time
there
behind the chair.
is.
So you are transitioning into something else in your business. You know what I'm gonna say? Like you're pivoting a little bit. You're making a transition into a model that allows you not to be behind the chair as much. How does that feel? How does that feel? As like now like a service provider, like how does that feel? Do you feel like you're becoming less involved in the business? Like, what does that really feel like? Because I'm a person who still does like a lot of services. I know many of the listeners are too.
So honestly, it's new territory.
Okay.
So if it, I wouldn't say it makes me feel anxious, but I'm a little nervous about it. It's new territory. I've never done it before. But one thing I do know is anything that I put my mind to, I knock it out the park. And I've raised kids like that. So it's kind of like focus on this, hone in on this. I feel like anything that you're good at and you're consistent with, it works.
So, what are you gonna do with all this free time? Like in terms of your business. So we know you're still gonna be super mom. We know you're still gonna be making those drives down there to Austin and dealing with your baby boy. But what does you coming from behind the chair to focus on other aspects of your business like look like? What does that look like for you?
So right now I'll be doing some traveling.
Okay. Tell
Because
us
I
more.
have, some business that I'm trying to pursue in Legos.
Okay.
So I'll be doing some traveling here and there.
Okay.
Um, and I love what I do. So even in my free time, it's kind of fun. Like I'm picking out new packaging.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to hire people to help me behind the scenes because, like I said, I've been a one-woman show for so long. So it's an interesting process. It makes me nervous, but I also have a great mentor.
Okay.
Like I said, I've never
Mentorship is
had
so
a
important.
mentor before.
Okay.
So, and it's crazy because he doesn't even really know he's my mentor, but he's my mentor, which
Yeah,
is
I'm learning from you and you don't even
yeah,
know.
and
Yeah.
it's my man.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
met.
that's good.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's
He doesn't
good.
even know. And so we've been like a year now, a little bit over a year, and
That's
he's
your
a
boo.
really good.
That's your boo.
That is my boo.
I remember
That's
when
my
y'all.
boo.
I remember when y'all got
That's
together. That is
how they be
your
saying my
boo.
man, my man,
My
my
man.
man, my man. Okay, but no, he's a very good leader, and I've watched him move on his own. He has a business where he has like 200 employees and he does really well. I mean, in leadership, the way he talks and plans, and he has an engineering background. So I didn't go to school. I didn't learn these things, but I'm learning these things through hearing him talk, me talking to him about my business, telling him my plans and him giving me insight on things to do. And so I'll be traveling and getting my shit together to where I'm enjoying the softness of what I have, but I'm just trying to lay in it, live in it, forever be in it, so that I can be the best. I feel like the softer you are, the better of a mom that you can be. And it doesn't take a man to put you in your soft space. You can put your own self in your soft space by just taking time for yourself. Zuri, take time for yourself, girl.
I know.
Literally, like,
I know. I
because you
know.
will burn out.
I know. I actually am almost like I'm gonna say I'm probably not over the hump fully, but I'm in a better place because I'm approaching that peak where I'm just on the other side of like hustle culture.
Yes.
So I'm really, really excited about like what that looks like. I recently sent like a email to my clients. I was like, 2 weeks out the month, like that's it. Like
Yeah.
I can only do 2 weeks because I have got to give myself like time and space to like focus on other things, and I can't do everything to the highest level. If I'm giving so much attention to one
It
aspect
all
of the
boils down
business.
to
Yeah.
when women say, "Oh, I have this much going on, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm tired," and it all boils down. You're saying, I'm. I need to put a plan in action. What do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I see myself in 5 years?"
Right. And not just like what am I physically doing, but like how even is like this stuff serving me?
Like,
Like
say for
how
instance, you'll have a woman that say, "I want to be a wife. I want to be this." But you work 24/7.
Yeah.
What husband you gonna cater to?
But everything that
What
you're doing
husband
is
are you
like
gonna be able
everything is the
available to?
exact opposite of what you're saying you want
Yeah.
to do.
So it's kind of like aligning your life and your
With what
actions
with your
with what you
intention,
want.
with
So if
what
you
you
want to be a
want.
wife, you need to focus on stop working 24/7 and make time to
Yeah.
cater and nurture
If
a,
that's what
a
you if
lasting
that's what you know you
relationship.
want to do.
So it's all about and it's like once you know what you want to do, you can cater to those things.
Yeah, but it starts with knowing. You have to know.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, for myself, you know, not exactly. And I always say this, like, it's like, how do I describe this? So, like, I'm not exactly like one paycheck away from being unhoused, but you almost
It's in business.
still
One day you up 100,
right. But one day
then
you're
you're down
right.
to $5.
Oh my God.
It's business.
But what I have noticed, but I'm so happy you said that. What I've noticed about that is that I'll be acting the same way
I do
when
too.
it's here and when it's
I
here.
do.
And it's like, that's a problem.
It very much so.
Like, that is a problem because it's like, at what point do you feel safe and do you feel comfortable and do you understand like that life has ebbs and flows and business has ebbs and flows, but everything is going to be okay. It's like functioning as if just a trauma response, right? To
course.
things that you may have experienced. And it's like, at what point do you feel like, okay, girl, like, you doing okay. You doing okay.
That's
Like
a
you
I'm
doing
thing. That's an inner
okay.
thing. That's a I'm thing. Like you can have the world. At one point, I feel like I had everything that I had ever asked God for, and I was still sitting up
Still
there,
doing
empty,
doing the same
empty,
stuff.
empty,
Doing the same stuff. Acting the same way.
empty.
Looking around like, wait, I guess I do got all these things I asked for,
And
but
then you're like,
why you
God,
acting like you don't?
yeah. And then so it's like, God, is this really what I want? Is this
Mhm.
really what I want, or what am I chasing? And once you figure that part out, I feel like life gets easier.
Right. Because and that is like that saying, like the truth sets you free. You have to even know the truth about yourself because then it really, really does set you free. I read this book, like one of my top book recommendations that I share with anybody. It's called How to Do the Work. You
Okay.
can actually get the book on Amazon. The author's first name is Nicole. I don't want to mispronounce her last name. It may be Lepra or something. Starts with an
Okay.
L. But the book is orange. It's called How to Do the Work. And that is a book that really talks about you've got to like look at all of your actions and really ask yourself at every level, why am I doing this?
For
Why am
who?
I doing this? Why am I doing this? And when I really started to do that, it made me realize, well, dang, yeah, I think I'm ambitious. I think I'm resilient. I think I'm a person who is determined. But some of this may be more so because I don't want to be in a certain situation or I don't want to go back to a certain
Or you just
place.
have a
Right.
trauma
A
from being in a
trauma
certain
response.
place,
Right.
and you just don't ever want to go back
And
there
one,
again.
but once I realized that that could be some of what it was, it made me stop and say, "Well, girl, you're not going back, so you don't have to keep on even.
Right.
Don't let that be the
You
reason.
already set up.
Don't let that be the reason. That actually is not a good enough reason because you know that that's not likely.
Right.
It's just the truth. Like it's
And
just
it's a battle with the mind.
it's a battle with
If
the
you can stop
mind.
battling with your
It's a
mind,
battle with the
life
mind.
gets soft.
Life.
You don't even have to make it
That's it.
soft.
So that is like how it's a battle with the mind.
And
'Cause
I
it's
think
like,
that
girl,
people should like stop like looking at social media and having like FOMO or thinking somebody's doing better than you because it looks like they're doing better than you. Or I, I just think people want they the most authentic person is the best brand you'll ever you'll respect, you'll patronize, the most authentic person. I feel like everybody's chasing each other's dreams and personalities. Same pictures, same trips, same photos,
chasing
same
other people's dreams,
everything.
same
But when you start
everything.
chasing what's for you, what really sets you apart and the things that you really love, you just filling up your cup. Your cup empty when you're chasing somebody because you pouring out to do something you don't even really care to
And my
do.
God, you always trying to catch up.
I'm not. I'm not.
God. So you have been like doing this since you were like 19. I mean, like on doing it, okay? Like somebody's mom, somebody's wife, and then of course you somebody's daughter, you somebody's aunt. I know you're a good
Yes.
aunt,
Yes.
somebody's mentor. And I'm just like so happy to see you like in this place. What advice do you have for any young girl who maybe go back and think about 19-year-old Ashley
Okay.
who could not even fathom like the life that you are living right now? What would you say to her? What advice would you give to her? What encouragement would you give to 19-year-old Ashley knowing what you know now?
I would tell her to just, she lacks nothing. Everything that she needs is within her. Look in the mirror and love the person that you see. A woman who loves herself and values herself and needs no validation is one of the most powerful women in the room. That energy radiates wherever you go. You don't have to look for a table. You can build a table because that energy is looking for you. So it's one of those things like be yourself. Authenticity wins the race every time. Sometimes even I'm sitting in rooms and all the girls are degreed up and you just I didn't even finish. I didn't even finish college. I have a high school degree. I went to school and got a license to do hair, but I'm still in these rooms. I'm still in these arenas. I'm still giving advice. God will place you where you're supposed to be. So everything you have is within you. Even the failures, the mess ups, like it's all part of your story.
All a part of your story.
Hmm?
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. So, as I think about this conversation, I'm reminded that embracing a soft life is not about stepping away from being ambitious. It's not about stepping away from being a person that's successful. It's really more so based upon what you're saying about redefining what success means to you, like at this different stage of your life. And as women, like as mothers, like you are, as business owners, we carry so much. And I think we have to get out of the idea that softness makes us weak. Because
Right.
it doesn't make us weak. It makes us whole. And I'm so excited, girl. I'm so ready
Yes.
to be whole. It just makes us whole. So if you are here today, if you're listening and you're watching and you feel stretched, I want you to know that rest, balance, and peace, those are not luxuries. Those are your rights. And so the soft life is about giving yourself permission to just thrive
Yes.
in other ways, in ways that you did not think possible, ways that honor your body, that honor your mind, and just honor your peace. So
Yes.
thank you so much for being a guest on the episode today. I want you to let everybody know how they can reach you and how they can follow you and watch you embracing this soft life where you're gonna be like at the spa all day tomorrow, like while your son is at school. Like, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram. My name is Crowned Ashley H. That's been my Instagram name since I started Instagram years
Okay.
ago. So it's Crowned Ashley H. And there, I mean, you can follow the business
Okay.
page and just my motherhood journey, my personal life journey.
Yeah, you'll be able to catch her jet setting. She's not saying this, but you'll be able to catch her overseas, internationally, with a host of help, helping her with her makeup, helping her with her hair, with her
Yes.
custom, with her custom clothing, that you'll be able to really see her life and all of the things and all the ways that you're embracing a life that is soft. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your
Oh,
children.
thank
You've
you.
done so much. You've accomplished so much, and everything that you were experiencing right now, you really, really, really deserve. So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the Beauty and Brains podcast. You can find us on every platform: YouTube, Spotify, wherever podcasts can be seen. Shout out to our producer, TV, the brand strategist. We will include her information in the comments below. Double, double, triple shout out to Sacred Stone Studios, our audio, visual, and production company. Thank you so much, and see you on the next episode of the Beauty and Brains podcast.